My name is Darlian Lombardino. I am the appointed press room Pert Laureate. This may be the last time I appear before you. Between us, I'm up for the Poet General job. And I know what you're thinking, assuming any of you are actually thinking. Darlian, you're not even Deputy PG. Well, apparently, not a problem. I'll be honest, I was almost disqualified from the outset on the medical after I tested positive for traces of aptitude. Luckily, it was not found to be performance enhancing. I'm going to read for you tonight a few poems from my latest collection entitled Withdrawal, the Rhythm and Rhyme Method. It's a collection critics are already describing. But before I start, just to test the room, if you are in favour of poetry, say if you are against poetry, just go poetry it is then. It's going to be drawn out, painful, and ultimately pointless, but you voted for it. Prose fans, you lost, get over it. The first poem, fairly short, is entitled simply Hot Air. There is no noisier, more gaseous, noxious EU institutional fart than Spitzenkandidat. The next poem is a little longer. It depicts a typical Brussels social situation, as entitled I Spy. Hi, said the spy. I'm the conseiller adjoint for culture, education, and the Balkans. Neither am I, said the other. It didn't work. Oh, I'm going back to the script. The third and very much next poem is a dialectical work, very much in a very fine German tradition, and is appropriately entitled German Joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? Martin Schulz. Martin Schulz who? Is this some kind of joke? No, actually, it's a poem, but it draws heavily on a well-known comedic trope for satirical purposes. Is it funny? Kind of. Doesn't sound it. That's not my fault. You're the punchline. The final poem I have entitled simply Overcooked, and it's a bit of a warning message, particularly for some of you journalists out there. Overcooked. What's a metaphor for? It's not for twisting, to torture beyond all recognition, to miss its point with will and ill attrition. If you can't take or comprehend the thought of cake that doesn't end, but both exists and doesn't, I'd insist you mustn't persist in ham-fisted hammering away at it. The metaphor, I mean, not the cake. And while it might seem nice to talk of icing or the cherry on the top or some such rot, just stop and don't get me started on the cherries. I do not wish to be restrictional, but do recall this cake is not just fictional, but also in its own notional universe, it both is and isn't. And thus it's quite perverse to stretch the concept beyond its limit and speculate what might be on or even in it. The cake, I mean, not the metaphor. And if I might adjunct, it's trite, not erudite. And look at me, I know viscery, and bunkum quantum take the pissery to call it Schrödinger's patisserie. Analogies such as these are prone to overuse, and their abuse can turn their meanings quite obtuse. You'll find that if you gorge on metaphors in such a way, while rhetorically easy, they'll make the people queasy. It's a mistake that's quite a lot like eating too much cake, existent or not. And yes, I am aware that was a simile.